Good day, folks. Today we're going to be unboxing the GoPro Hero 9 Black. Now I'm a day behind because for some reason they were delayed in Canada by 1 day. Nonetheless, here it is. So let's just jump right in and take a look. Right away when you look at the Hero 9 Black, you can see the packaging is quite a bit drastically different from past models. GoPro has done away with the plastic casing, which is a good thing, better for the environment, and they now include this reusable case, which definitely is a nice touch. So let's just open it up here and we'll take a look at things, and then we'll go ahead and we'll get it set up for the first time. So there's still that strip at the bottom that you peel off, and there we go there. There's the case. You can kind of see it looks like a little mini casey. But it doesn't have any dividers or anything in it, and we'll take a look at that here in a minute when we open it up. And there we go there. You can see here at the top we have all our literature, all the GoPro stuff that normally comes with it. We have a USB-C cable. We have our battery. Now this battery is larger than previous models, and we'll talk a little bit more about it coming up here. We have a buckle mount. We have a buckle mount receiver. You can see here this is the one with the curved surface. They stopped giving out ones with a flat surface. I'm not sure why. Then down there in the bottom we have a thumb screw. Over on the left hand side here you can see we have the Hero 9 Black. And I'm just going to set that aside for a minute. And that's basically it. You can remove this tray. You can see here it just reveals a case. It would have been nice if they had a divider that would fold out and make this case a little bit more usable. You know, a slot for your GoPro. But definitely kind of nice, and I'm sure I'll make use of it. You could always just leave that tray in there and keep your GoPro in it like that when traveling. But yeah, nice little touch. Definitely better than throwing plastic out in the garbage. You can see here we've got some plastic to remove. We have a protective cover over the front screen, or lens I should say. And we have one over the front screen. Also, they have one on the back here, and this here, it looks a lot easier to remove. A lot of people had a heck of a time removing that turtle sticker that was on the back of the Hero 8 Black. Now, first inspection of it, you can see it is slightly bigger than the Hero 8 Black. You can see the thickness of it there. Really, it's not by much. When I was looking at photos of it online, it looked a lot more dramatic than what it is. Once you have it in your hand, you're not really going to notice the size difference. I don't think it's going to be a problem for many people. If you're a drone FPV pilot, maybe that extra weight might be an issue. For most people, it shouldn't be a problem. Now, I'm going to go ahead and weigh it here, but I'm going to put the battery in first, just so it's a true comparison. So the Hero 9 Black comes in at 157 grams, and the Hero 8 Black 123 grams. So some extra weight there, but like I said, it's not really that noticeable. So going back to the battery here, you can see we have a larger battery. It has 30% more capacity. It comes in at 1,720 milliamps. So it is a little bit larger. So it is definitely nice to have a bigger battery, but unfortunately the batteries from the Hero 8 Black and previous models will not work with it. Now, one nice new change is that they've brought back the removable lens cover, as you can see there, and they've really listened to their customers, because that was probably one of the biggest complaints of the Hero 8 Black, is that this lens was built in. So if it got damaged, it wasn't just a simple fix of replacing the cover. And it also allows for accessories such as ND filters, dye filters, and even GoPro's released a new wide lens filter for it. It allows those kind of accessories to be attached easily. On the side here, you can see we have this new thing. It looks like a door, but it's actually a drain. And basically it allows you, if you're using this underwater, this is the first microphone to have water drained out of it, so that way you can get nice clear audio right away. We have our record button at the top and the mode power button at the side there. On the bottom here we have fold out mounts, kind of like what they introduced with the Hero 8 Black. And the side door is exactly the same as the Hero 8 Black. It has the battery compartment, the memory card slot, and the USB Type-C port. And of course, the big new change is that we now have a full color front screen. So let's go ahead. I'm going to get this powered up. Hopefully there's enough battery power in it so we can get it connected to the GoPro app. I'm assuming there's going to be a firmware update for it right away. Usually there is. These are usually shipped before the release firmware is finalized, so definitely we'll hook it up to the GoPro app, get it connected, and we'll see if there's any firmware there. So we'll just go ahead here and we're going to get it powered on, and we're going to select English. And legal stuff, it still says legal stuff. I always get a kick out of that. We want to turn GPS on. So let's open up our GoPro app here, and we're going to add a new camera. It's going to search for it. And there you can see there it's picked up the Hero 9 Black. So we're going to connect to camera. And I only have 6% battery power, so I might have to charge this up before I do the firmware update. So it's going to ask us to name our camera, Hero 9 Black. Save new name. And you can see there that yes, there is a firmware update available. So as you can see there, it shows you all the new features it adds and all the performance improvements. So let's go ahead and update it. So I just went ahead and updated the firmware and didn't have any problems. Everything went through as expected. So it's just important to make sure that before you update your firmware, make sure you have your battery at least half charged. Now this really isn't a review video that will be coming in the next day or so. I'll be doing a first impressions review. And of course, I'll have some other tests and tutorials coming up later on. But there are a few interesting things that I do want to take a quick look at. So first of all, if we go to the back screen here, you can see that it is quite a bit larger, and that's a welcome change for many people, including myself. It does make navigating through the menu system much easier. And of course, as we already talked about, we have this nice new front screen that makes lining up your shots quite a bit easier. Now we can change the behavior of the screen in the settings. This is the default mode that is enabled by default when you first turn on your camera. You can see here it gives us a cropped in preview, and you can see here it does give us some information about battery life, how much recording time we have left, what mode we're in, and some of our settings. If we swipe down to get to our settings, you can see we have this button here. And this is where we set the behavior of that front screen. By default, it's in a cropped in version, and that's usually good enough to allow you to line up your shot. If you want the screen to show a full aspect of what you're filming, you can click on that button there. And as you can see now, when we flip it over, it has a proper aspect ratio of what we're filming in. This next option here basically gets rid of the video feed and just displays information on the front screen. As you can see there now, there's no video feed, it just displays all the data. And lastly, we can turn that screen off at the front altogether. Now it's powered right off. Now down here in the bottom right hand corner, you can see we have a new option, and that's for a new wide lens mod that GoPro will be selling. It's not available yet for purchase, but should be soon. Basically, that gives you a field of view similar to the max view on the GoPro Max. And as you can see, the menu system is laid out a little bit differently here. If we want to get to all the other settings, we have to swipe over. You can see there we have connections, and then we can go into preferences, and that's where everything else is located. Now another interesting feature that GoPro has added to the Hero 9 Black this year is horizon leveling. And we can access that by going to our digital lenses. You can see there it's already enabled. I have linear plus horizon leveling. Now it's only available in that field of view. Now horizon leveling is something you may not want to use all the time. There might be situations where you do want that movement, the horizon, to move. So you can turn that horizon leveling off just by going to some of the other fields of view. And I'll kind of demonstrate what that does here. If you look at the top of my desk, you can see that it's straight across the top of the camera there. But even when I turn the camera, you can see that the horizon stays level. Now, it looks like it's turning because I'm turning the camera, but if we were to record that and play it back, the top of the desk would stay level. You can see I have boost enabled there. Boost is available in all shooting resolutions, including 5K. The Hero 9 Black is now capable of shooting 20 megapixel photos, which is really nice. GoPro's introduced Hypersmooth 3.0, and they've also introduced TimeWarp 3.0 with some nice new features. We're going to be taking a look at those features and testing them out in future videos. So all in all, the Hero 9 Black is a really solid upgrade, and we're talking about some pretty significant upgrades, not just little gimmicky ones. Now, if you are interested in the Hero 9 Black, make sure you stick around, as I will be doing a lot of videos over the coming weeks. Of course, I'll be having my first impressions review out in a few days. We'll be diving in deeper, testing out all the new features, testing out the battery life, doing stabilization comparisons and different things like that. Now, if you're brand new to GoPro and this is going to be your very first GoPro that you own, I will be making a beginner's guide, which I usually tend to do for every new release. When it's available, I'll put a card up here at the top where you can access it directly. I'll also include a link to it down below in the description of this video. It's a really detailed guide to help beginners who have never used a GoPro to get up and running and filming quickly. So yeah, folks, that is the Hero 9 Black. There's a ton of other features that I haven't covered yet. I am going to be uploading a video later today or tomorrow, and I'm going to go over all the new features. Just a quick little video running down what all is new with the Hero 9 Black. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.